parent. I've been playing chess with a 4-year-old for a year now. And today I want to share with you all the tricks that I got to make this game fun for them and for myself. So this all started with us playing with the pieces, putting them in any order, and inventing stories about what each piece could do. So they would arrange the game in any position, just like this one, and every time we would look at what each piece could do. Then we started with the pawns. So the pawn games went like a bit like this. They had the white because they prefer the white. And I also like that they play white because it gives them an advantage, just like in real life. And I like them to win every once in a while just to give them hope, because at the beginning it is very hard for them to only make good decisions and optimize decisions. So first, I let them know that these pawns at the beginning, they don't know anything about anything. And they can only move one at a time. And so we start like this, only letting the pawns march. And I would tell them that those pawns in the middle are the most courageous ones. So I would encourage them to move forward one, just like that. And I go on the side where I do the same, but if I go on the side, yeah, it would give them an advantage, which I like. And then I let them march forward, and sometimes they would just go one at a time. Then I could go here, and then I tell them, hey, here you have an opportunity because your pawn knows how to tango. They tango diagonally. If they see somebody on one of the squares in diagonal, they go dance with them and they send them to the castle to play with them later on. And we continue like this, ta 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 ta, and then the pawn can become anyone they want. And at first, they always wanted to be a horse because horses are pretty cool. They have their own way of moving as well. And yes, and eventually they switched to any piece. They tried them all, and they ended up preferring the queen, obviously, because she has a lot of energy. And then we play a bit more. It's hard at first sometimes to let them win, but we have to. It's for the good cause. Then I let them know that at first, when pawns start, they can move two at a time. And then it's only one. So, for example, I could do this, and then let's say they go like this. I don't necessarily capture every time I get the opportunity, just to let them have this opportunity. And then I ask them, oh, do you like when I go hide next to you? Just like that. You've come all this way, and now I can just move forward too, and I hide from your pawn. And then they say, no, I don't like this. I would have preferred you to come here and send you to the castle. Well, good news. If I go one or two here, your pawn has become wiser while marching forward. And now they can catch you mid-air here. While you were advancing, they can go back in time and do just as if the black went forward one. So that's the en passant move. You already know everything about pawns already. Then obviously we move on with the rooks, or any other piece really. The rooks move laterally. Fun fact, rooks are towers in French. We call them les tours. The bishops in French are the crazy ones, les fous. And they move, one only sees the black squares and the other one only sees the white squares. This one come here and this one here. They are on C and F. Other fun fact, the white are on line 1. So as they sit, they can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Their pawns graduate when they reach 8. While as black, we go backwards 8 to 1. The queens are the accumulation of the skills from the rook and the bishop. So they can both go diagonally and laterally, and they have infinite energy. The queen goes on her color, so this one is white and she goes on a white square to start, and same for the black queen here. She is on her black square. Then we can move on with the kings, who do exactly the same as the queen, but they only have one energy. They can only move one space in any direction. And then finally the horses, who are pretty funky. They hop. There's a lot of ways of seeing it. You can go diagonally and then move 1 or 1. We can also do a little choreography, for example, with cushions like this one, and move like horses ourselves on a chess mat that we created, a bigger one. Yeah, you'll have to remind them many times of their options with the horses, and I guess that's okay. We can live with that. A bit of repeating. And now you know every piece, how to move every piece. So as I mentioned earlier, we start with the pawns. Also, a way of playing that I find more fun with them is to remove some pieces. For example, we could remove these two on both sides. And that just makes the game a bit easier, quicker. And yeah, so we would start, for example, like this, and what's fun about this setup as well is that they can castle very quickly, and they love castling because it's a little dance. And we love dancing, obviously. So yeah, castling is fun. It protects the king, and it's a dance. Actually, any move is a dance. But this one is, yeah, one of our favorites. One strategy as well is to make the pieces talk. For example, this pawn could tell this one, oh, please go here and protect me so I can come here. That's an option. Also, what's a lot of fun is to let them play twice before you move once. So here they could, I don't know, go like this and like this. No, this one is not protected. It doesn't work. That's like this. I'm not a chess master, but already with this, if the child plays twice and you play once every turn, you make the game slightly more interesting for yourself, more challenging, and the child also has more fun. So I highly encourage you to try this. Also, at first, we used to play with 2 queens, because why not? The queens could come help like anytime. We could bring another queen just like that. We make the rules. What else? That is pretty much it. Also, when your pieces get captured, let's say the queens are captured somehow and they go here, they can have a side story in the castle here. And that can make the game more fun. Also, for example, if they would bring the bishop here, I could let them know, hey, careful, because my queen sees you here and your piece is not protected by anyone. Yeah, I think that's a lovely way to start. I hope you'll have a ton of fun playing with your child. This obviously can help them deal with frustration in general, build their patience. Also, if they capture one of your pieces, let's say this came here and took my queen, you can go very dramatic. Oh no! My queen! My lovely queen! I loved her so much! And then your child will find this extremely funny, and whenever they lose a piece that they were attached to, then well, my child says, oh no, she plays drama as well, and I think it helps her to deal with the frustration of losing pieces. Yeah. Chess is such a fun game. You can make it almost anything you want, really. So, yeah, I think it's one of the most underrated games because it can help you learn and teach pretty much anything. So, yeah, I hope, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you will be able to put in place some of these strategies, have fun with it. And if you want more videos on how to have fun teaching, learning, please subscribe, and I'll send you some more soon.